Hello everyone and welcome back to the Unknown Empire. Glad to have you with me. As you can probably already tell, this is a bit of a different episode than normal. I normally don't really do the talky over kind of thing, but this is just gonna be what this is. Because I've had some audio issues before, as you may know already. I have some weird computer issues that have only gotten weirder. And one of those issues was just my USB things kept on noping out and coming right back on. That's why this video itself was split in 3 parts the way it is. Because one of those USB things includes my Wi-Fi adapter, and that was not fun times. Unfortunately, one of those things also includes my microphone, so I have to keep reconfiguring it in OBS every time. This second part did just fine. The third part, not so much. So no audio, and you get a voiceover instead. Hooray! Why didn't I just scrap the footage? Well, it doesn't really seem fitting. I want you guys to see this anyway, because it is still us building Lantern's Way, and we've already had 3 videos about it. I'm not going to rob you guys at the end. So here it is in all of its glory, with the background music going and my sultry tones over top of it. And you may notice that my sultry tones have gotten a bit sultrier. Sultrier? More sultry? I don't know how to use that word. But that is because new microphone setup. Hey, how about that? Audio is on the rise. Even if everything else is falling, audio is on the rise. Got me a nice little blue snowball, a little boom arm for it, a little pop filter, and I'm starting to go whole nerd on this stuff. Somebody stop me before my bank account starts crying. Please. But all that aside, got the episode here, and as you can see, it's mainly a lot of busy work, a lot of making the actual arches for Lantern's Way, as well as the little cross beams underneath. This was all in the directions that I still have somewhere on my little tablet. It is somewhere, though I think I may have lost it in the world. I had some weirdness with that too, and my entire testing world was just wiped. So that's great. But I do have some other things coming in the future, including one thing that had to be in the testing world, which is a smelter, super smelter for Reverie. Which, look out for that. I believe that video might go up before this video. So you guys probably already seen it. Hey, if it does, check out the playlist, which I should really start putting the playlist in the description. I'm going to do that as of the last video. This video is also going to have the playlist in the description, the UE playlist with the 40-something videos that I made. I think this makes 49, I want to say. 49 videos in UE in a little over a year. Not bad, considering I don't do this religiously like some people. Cough, cough, mini, cough, cough, forge. But yeah, it's been a very long run, now that I'm actually thinking about it. And, wow. We're actually closing in on 50 videos right about now. Which is really something. I never really considered getting to 50 videos on this. But here we are at the cusp. I do have an idea for something. It's still kind of half-baked, as is most of my videos, really. Let's be honest with ourselves. But it is a pretty good idea, and it's one I've had for a little bit, and it's something to do in Waypoint. It's a very interesting concept, both for the newer players and for the older players. But yeah, that is going to be coming in the future. I have no idea when. I still have to design the thing, and I still have to do this video, and the one that's before it that I technically haven't recorded yet. But I'm waiting till nighttime because the cars are passing by, but it's not going to affect the voiceover because Audacity is a saint. Thankfully. Yeah, another thing that's really different about this video is I've never done a time lapse. And I know it's not the greatest being a first-person time lapse. I don't really have access to another account, and even if I did, UE doesn't really look too highly on alternate accounts. So that would be a bit of an issue there, so there's no real reason for me to blow $25, $30 on another account. I'm pretty sure that alternate accounts are probably the biggest sink of money for Minecraft. Imagine how many people have alternate accounts just to go on a server and do like a third-person time-lapse or AFK somewhere or just do whatever. Like, I could never understand that. I can just about get by on one account. I don't need a whole team of myself. I'd get sick of it really fast. As you can see in the video, we are putting some lanterns on Lantern's Way. Figure that one out, yeah? Well, yeah, it always was sort of a thing to me. The look of the sea lanterns is a lot... It's got a lot more pure white color in these shaders, as opposed to Glowstone, which has sort of a yellow tinge to it. It sort of looks like an artificial light. Whereas the lanterns, it's not even so much that it doesn't look artificial, it gives off this sort of ghostly glow, which is really interesting to see from the water. Like, especially the reflection on the water, you can probably see. It is something to look at, for sure. One interesting thing that's been going on recently with the server is that we've been getting a lot of new people coming in. And, like, more than usual. Like, usually we'll have 1 or 2 people coming here or there. You know, we may get 1 a month or so. We've had a large influx of people over, like, the past couple of weeks as of recording this. Probably a little longer when you're watching it. Let me actually look their actual username, so I'm not just calling what to call them. There's Jess the Chicken, there's CNinja63, Claude from Chicago, Captain Corv, and John281. And they're also definitely interesting people. Like, obviously, someone like Jess, I played in the UHC, not with him, but sort of against him. But, yeah, he definitely seems like a cool dude. I hung out with Claude the other night. I think it was me, him, and a few other people, but I can't remember who all was there off the top of my head. I'm sorry to whoever was there. But he seems like a really cool dude. John, I've talked ad nauseum with about D&D. Don't ever get me started on D&D stuff because I will talk your ear off. Because there's always something interesting about it. Yes, I'm that big a nerd. But to be fair, with things like Critical Role and all that, it's a lot less nerdy to be in a D&D nowadays than it used to be. I mean, not that I know, I got into it from Critical Role. I'm one of those fake nerds.
Fake gamer nerds. Taking over our Dungeons and Dragons.
Corv, I haven't had any real communication with, but being sort of one of the quote-unquote admins of the server, I do sort of weigh in whenever new people are, you know, let into the server. And as part of that, you sort of go through the channels that are proposed, usually by Kanto, because he's the one that finds everyone, because he's a master of networking somehow. And you just take a look at all their videos, or not all their videos, obviously. Some people have stupid amounts of videos, but just I usually take a look at like the last few videos someone's done and just sort of get a feel for how they do things, you know, like how they conduct themselves. B, it's sort of a quality standpoint is like, you know, how do they edit together their stuff, how do they keep the flow going in terms of the commentary. Yeah, I know I'm not the best with it either. That's one of the things I was so impressed when we let Minnie on, is I was watching one of her videos and I'm like, oh my god, she just keeps it going. Can't stop, won't stop. And I still think that. in every one of her videos, she just got a flow, and she just rolls with it. And I wish I could do that sometimes. Scratch that, I wish I could do that a lot of times. But yeah, we sort of look through the channels as we find the people and just sort of evaluate who they are and the things they do, and ask, is this someone we want in the first place? But anyway, that's sort of the extent of what I know of Corv, is what I've seen from his channel, and he seems alright. He seems like an alright dude, and he's definitely got some good quality to his stuff. Well, to be fair, I say good quality. I'm not gonna bash Corv here, but I'm also going to say that everything is sort of weighed against the bad quality, which bad quality is stuff like Cobra used to have, where we kept on trying to help him, but you can't record the top 2/3 of a Minecraft video and think that's alright. I'm sorry, but yeah. Cobra, if you want to defend yourself, come on the podcast. Next time we actually do one of those. And Sea Ninja, I don't really know what I think about him just yet, because while I'm sure I've seen his videos as part of the evaluation process, I can't really remember off the top of my head. I'm sure if I look back through the administrator chat, I could find whatever I voted for him. But off the top of my head, I just cannot remember much about him, and I haven't had any real direct communication with him just yet. Because as of recording this, they're like brand new people. Like, excluding Jess, because he's been around for a couple days longer. The rest of them have been here for like 2 days, 3 days max, probably. Like maybe 3 or 4 days max. So I haven't really had a chance to talk to Corv. I haven't really had a chance to talk to Ninja. The rest of them seem like pretty upstanding dudes. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table, especially considering the all-star lineup we got right now. I will be honest though, in terms of UE content, I am probably one of the worst ones keeping up with it. The only other UE content I really watch, sometimes I watch Minnie's videos, because Minnie's videos are just great. Sometimes I watch Kento's videos, because Kento's videos are so rare. I used to watch Forge's videos sometimes, because he'd usually have some good insight on stuff. Other than that, I unfortunately don't really watch many of the Imperials. I don't really particularly know why. I don't really watch that much Minecraft content in general, actually. Like, most of my stuff, honestly, if I'm on YouTube, I'm either watching some really weird, interesting video that popped up in my recommended, or I'm watching Critical Role or Achievement Hunter. That's pretty much the extent of my YouTube time, unfortunately. I wish I had the wherewithal and the I don't want to say I wish I wanted to, because I do kind of want to, but the desire to watch everyone's videos. It'd be an insane amount of content. And actually, I think at one point I had actually done the math of everyone's videos, how much content we had at one point. And it was something crazy. Like, we had like 6 days and something straight of content. Or no, it was like over a week of content. And like over 3 days of it was my stuff, because it was all stream stuff. And it was just the craziest thing. Minnie exceeded me in the episode count, because of course. But I had like twice or 3 times as much or something crazy in terms of content time. But of course, most of it's just dead air, because that's just me on a stream. And I do want to stream more in the future. Like, I do want to go back to streams a little bit. I do like recording. I like the freedom that recording gives, even though the recordings are basically just mini streams for me, because I don't do much editing. This is a very poignant example For anyone this is your first video, this is not my normal style of doing things. This is a little more planned. This is definitely more edited than what would normally be, what we normally find on my channel. As unfortunate as that may be, because I just don't do much editing. I just don't really have the time for it, for the most part. Like, editing is a very long and strenuous process. Just for me in general. I know there's a lot of people who really like to edit. Like, I can't remember who it is. I think it's actually, I know it's one of the Imperials, and they're gonna get mad at me for not remembering, because it's someone that's like, oh, of course, it's them. But someone edits Kenton's videos in addition to their own, and that person really loves editing. Like, it is the lifeblood, and I'm upset that I cannot remember for the life of me who it is. If you're there watching this video, which I doubt you are, but hey, good for you if you are, let me know in the comments. I'm sure I'll have long forgotten it since then, but hey, just let me know anyway. That way I know who I'm giving credit to, and everyone else knows who I'm giving credit to. They really love editing. I don't. I'm okay with editing. I'm decent at editing. I don't like spending all that time on it. And what's more, I don't like that I have to focus entirely on the edit itself, as opposed to doing something else in the background. Like, you know, listening to Critical Role or listening to music or something, because you have to focus all of you onto the episode itself, and that is a bit of a tiring process, because it is, you are doing that one thing and not another thing. That is it. That is what you are doing. I've said the same thing 7 times. I'm kind of filling up space. I don't really do these voiceover things a lot, as anyone could probably tell. But I hope that it's doing something. And if you guys like this as opposed to an episode of, I don't know, a lot of dead air, let me know. Maybe I can do another of these talky voiceover time-lapse things in the future. And who knows? Might happen. But anyway, I think that's pretty much gonna wrap it up. As you guys can see, Lantis Way looks absolutely beautiful now. It is a gorgeous sight to behold, and it actually does compete a bit with Bridge of Terabithia. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see all of you in the next one.